Hey guys, I decided to go back to the flea market today to see, there were some interesting comments about the Plainpalais watch vendor, and I had some questions about the prices on some of his watches. Plus we'll see if my friend Arafat's here. How's it going?
Buddy? How is it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I saw your videos.
What did you think?
Good.
I can't believe the views it's got. Here, let me take this.
Hi.
You're going on mic.
Oh, come on. I'm not that special. I'm going to show you a watch of mine. But
Yes.
I think I showed to you the Bangladesh 50th anniversary.
Maybe the first time we met?
Yeah.
What was it? Who made it?
I designed the dial,
Uh-huh.
and it was Aero Watch who
Oh, cool. In Basel?
produced.
They're-
They're in La Chaux-de-Fonds,
oh, yeah?
Sénélégier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I was confusing it with Xena Watch.
No, Aero Watch.
Aero Watch, right.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I don't remember seeing it. I'd love to see it. I'm curious about how you have dials made, like if you design your own dial, if you could have them made 100 pieces or something by a real Swiss manufacturer.
Yeah. They do it. They have a special tool that they have to create just
Right,
for the
the
design
stamp.
and the stamp.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was a watch that was already. The case and everything was
Yeah,
already
just a
in
special
the market.
version.
But I just designed the dial. For it.
Yeah. How do you? What's the easiest way to get into like habillage or whatever, which is like you buy 50 watches, you have 50 special dials made, and you sit there and you swap them out yourself, and then you have a limited edition
Well,
watch.
if you buy 50 watches, you can order something special for you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, there's a Facebook group in Bangladesh. It's called Watch Club, and they like ordered a special
Yeah.
dial just for them,
Yeah.
and they want it like
Yeah.
say from Doxa Divers Watch,
Yeah.
and they have their logo on it.
Yeah. That's cool. That would be something.
It should be like minimum 50 pieces.
Yeah.
And then you can go up.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's just for a group of enthusiasts or
Yeah.
collectors.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
time I saw they had like a brochure where they made like a group of collectors or students or whoever for this museum culture thing. Like you can pay a year
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be informed of everything, all the events, and then you can join. I don't know if you heard about that. It's like a
Is it in Geneva or
no,
is
no,
it
the
Chaux-de-
Musée de l'Horlogerie.
Oh, okay. The one in MIH.
Musée International.
Yeah. Okay. I'll check that out.
Yeah, you should check that out because it could be interesting. I mean,
Yeah, just bring something in, bring people
the more
into
you
something
pay,
that already exists.
the more you
Yeah.
pay, the more
benefits
benefits
yeah.
and opportunities you have
Yeah.
to go in. Yeah,
Um,
it's very interesting. They're quite open. They're quite open
yeah.
to do events and then there's also, I think Gerard Ferrago also has like a museum.
Oh,
Still
yeah?
they do have, I think. Zenith.
Yeah, Zenith's a
love.
cool building, and I know this lady Laurent. She has the same name as the bench. I'm trying to remember her name. Anyway, she's one of the historian or the archivist at Zenith. I know her. Eventually, yeah. There's so many things to do.
What else
know,
do they have? They have the Omega Museum in Vienna.
We saw also Bayer in Zurich has an amazing little museum in their basement. Somebody did that. Like it goes from.
The Bahnhofstrasse.
It goes. Yeah. Well, the history of it though goes from like the sand. The sand timers. Before that, they used candles with a marker every hour, and at night they would keep time by a candle.
Okay. And
It's
then there's the shadow. There's the like.
Yeah. Sundial. Yeah.
The sundial.
Yeah. So that museum goes from that up to the modern. With all the pieces are just amazing. Like.
Yeah.
And it's.
It reminds me also of the Saint-Imier Longines
There's a museum.
Exactly, yeah.
Mhm.
And they have everything archived. Speciality of Longines Museum is that they kept all the writings, you
Yeah.
know, in the old times they
Yeah.
didn't have computers, so they
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
write it.
Yeah.
And if you take a pocket watch of 100 years old,
Yeah.
they will tell you from whom, when did they make it, and who was the first buyer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had
Yeah.
one that.
They have. I've seen in some, like, they have shelves of these old books.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You should go there.
Mhm.
Saint-Imier. I guess it's even more interesting than the Omega Museum.
Hey, do you still have those pocket watch keys? Because I brought a.
Yeah, I do. It's just right there.
Mhm. You're very comfortable talking. That's good.
I used to be an actor.
No way.
No.
Does Bangladesh have like a Bollywood scene?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Dollywood, Dhaka.
I found I have this tool.
Ah, wow.
So I measured the thing I need is a number 8. So now it's like easy to check the keys.
Ah, you just got it. Yeah.
This is a tool for measuring pocket watch keys. So it has the number on it, and then you can test. This is a very big one. Basically, you find, if you know what size you need, you test it. This is actually a 9, but it fits tightly on an 8. Oh no, so 8 is perfect actually. Okay. So the size I need is 8. The key says 8, and the fit perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to get the right tool.
I'll be back next week for a 7 and a 9. Okay. How much are the straps, or how much is that one?
10 francs.
Okay.
a piece.
And the key?
5.
Okay.
Bonjour. Bonjour. How is your training, your research, your work, your everything going on?
I still have to make some wheels and pinions for this Verge Fusil
Okay.
watch. Like, it's missing the hour wheel and the minute wheel, and the
Okay.
cannon pinion is broken. So I'm trying to make that on the lathe. But the thing I ran into problem with is every gear tooth has to have like a special cutter.
Okay,
Because the
yeah.
profile, like if you have
Either size.
32 teeth on a certain diameter, then the profile has to be. So I got in contact with a company in Les Chaux de Fondre, that area that makes the cutters, like
okay.
individual tooth cutters. But I have the book Watchmaking by George Daniels, and it has all the math of like how to
Exactly, yeah.
calculate this stuff. But it's still like, it's like a homework project to figure out, okay, I don't even know what questions to ask the
yeah.
gear cutting people at first, because I have to measure what the gear sizes need to be, and then do the math according to the book, and then go to them and have them kind of double check. I
Okay,
think. But they said that the cool thing is they said they would help me figure it out. But it's like I can't just show up. I don't want to show up without doing my homework.
Yeah.
So that's where I am with that.
Ciao. So there's a guy today who came here and he just spontaneously said, "Do you want to buy? Vous voulez acheter un tour à arrondir?"
Hmm.
It's actually that type of tool that you take an old like a wheel, and then you can.
Oh yeah, rounding up to topping tool or whatever. Yeah, I already
Yeah.
have one of those.
You have that.
Yeah, and I have it with they're oftentimes they're sold just as kind of decoration, so they don't have the tools.
No, but you can still use it.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you
but
have all the
one-
cutters.
I have one with all the little cutters.
Yeah.
And I tried cutting gear teeth with those cutters, but a friend of mine who's also doing this said those cutters don't have the right profile. They're made for repairing, not for making new. At least the one I have. That there's two kinds. There's like the gear cutting engine, a
Yeah.
wheel cutting engine, which is horizontal.
Yeah.
That one actually makes all the cut, but the one that's vertical, that's topping up tool or rounding up tool, like that, all it does is help the profile, but if you don't have the tip of the tooth or something correct,
Yeah.
you can't use those cutters to cut new teeth.
Actually, you have to count all the teeth also, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
if you find the right one, then you can like match
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It goes smaller or bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so crazy. Even
Yeah.
just talking about it, it's so crazy, and
to explain about it. Yeah.
but also it's so crazy to even try to do it. Like, it's just like it's hard. It's unbelievable that people made their living off of doing that. You know, like 100
That's
years
true,
ago.
yeah.
Much less today, but. Bonjour.
Oui.
La fois, c'était un monsieur d'un certain âge. C'est toujours vous, là, je me rappelle.
C'est quoi la
La
question?
question, c'est pour c'est mes deux montres. Il m'a dit, amenez-les, puis on verra. Voilà. Comme il est toujours beau, mais je vais regarder là.
Le bracelet, il faut voir lequel
oui.
correspond.
Oui.
C'est
Il m'a dit
juste-
qu'ils étaient pas chers. Non, moi
Juste
je
comme
veux pas.
ça.
Ouais, mais la couleur.
Oui, là-
Regardez, c'est bleu dedans.
Donc,
Celle-là et celui-là. Vous voyez celui-là? Bleu aussi, c'est bleu foncé.
ouais,
Qu'est-ce que vous avez, mon ami?
j'ai comme ça violet, mais après c'est les tailles aussi. Là c'est bleu.
The light is nice.
Good.
Vous avez pas bleu foncé comme ça?
Là il y a une. Je vous laisse regarder ici.
Ben oui, mais la taille, moi je sais pas, moi. C'est vous qui savez.
Il faut, voilà, ça c'est bon,
Oui,
ça c'est parfait.
oui, mais bon. Et celle-là, bon, je vais voir, mon ami. Merci, hein.
De rien.
Il prend combien les bracelets?
10 francs. 10 francs.
Aussi, c'est bon, hein?
Ah oui, oui, oui.
Ça va, vous voyez?
Mhm.
Donc celle-là, ça va. Ok. Ici, qu'est-ce qu'on a?
Je vais voir si. Ouais, bon. Celle-là peut-être.
Ça, c'est déjà pas mal. Ça va.
Ça on a vu déjà. Ça-
Pas de voir? Ça, c'est quoi?
I think that's a Fav Lube bracelet. Doesn't say if it's.
Ça, c'est pas mal. Ça, est-ce que c'est la largeur? Ça, c'est bon?
I want to
c'est
see if
pas
that
mal.
vendor's
Ouais,
here that have that
Ça, on
Fav
va voir
Lube.
ça. Maintenant, ça, ça, c'est pas mal aussi. Ça, je pense que c'est pas mal. Peut-être que je prendrais celui-là ou celui-là.
Ils sont presque la même chose en fait.
Peut-être que je prends celui-là.
Peut-être celle-là.
Je pense que c'est mieux, oui. Je pense que c'est ça et ça.
This should be a good restoration
Yeah.
work. In La Chaux-de-Fonds, there are still those traders who still trade. Like in the 80s, there's stories like near the old factory, they found a bunch of old Zenith movements.
Yeah.
Or near Jaeger-LeCoultre, they almost threw their old machines.
Yeah.
And somebody just came and took it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's even like a guy who used to stay around the Rolex area, just waiting for something to be, just thrown away.
Yeah, yeah.
And after that, after a few years, it came back. It was a crisis for a few years, but then again,
yeah.
It's like the Hayek. Did you read the book of Hayek?
I read a couple of them in English, but there's several.
He's the one who brought everything back together.
I know the Swatch Group, like all the companies were kind of collapsing, and the banks, they owed the bank. They had taken out loans, so the banks were like, "How do we get out of this?" And he was like, "Don't bankrupt them, but consolidate them, so that they can pay back their debt, so they survive, and then." The banks.
He used his own finance to somehow
to
keep
some
them
extent,
alive.
Yeah.
And then they were like different.
Yeah.
One would make the dials, one would make the springs.
Yeah.
He just kept on buying each of them and then tried to bring them together.
Yeah.
Salut. And then this tourbillon came back. The complications came back in the 90s with Blancpain.
I think it's very interesting, actually, if people know that you buy old watchmakers lots of things. Yeah. Because in some ways that's more important than selling, because you're selling here, but where you buy is interesting.
You're right. Yeah. Because sometimes we are here, even if we don't sell, and we have one or two aged people who come and tell us, listen, I've got all this.
Can you come on Wednesday or something?
Can you come back and I have your number?
Yeah.
Because do you buy all this stuff? Because I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting.
Every time I have one or two come like that.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And some of them, like they say, I've got this collection, but I'm tired of it. I don't want to see it anymore. I just want to sell everything together.
I came into when we met you today and thinking about you, I was like, he's going to want to keep a secret where he gets this stuff. And then as we walked away, I'm like, no, it's not a secret. That's actually the other half of the business, and it's really important.
Exactly.
And
then I even expertise.
Yeah.
And it's for free.
Yeah.
People can come and tell me, okay, just tell me how much it is.
Estimate and
And because this is like, for example, it's emotional.
Yeah.
Some things given to by their grandfather. but they don't know how, what, when, what.
Yeah.
You know, how
And they don't want it to go in the garbage. They
do-
want someone to
do
appreciate
we,
it.
Do we
Yeah.
really repair it?
Yeah.
Do we really restore it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just a quartz watch.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yep.
Can I buy 4 for 40 and then get the key for free?
Oh yeah, sure.
So I'll give you 40. I only took 40 out of the bank.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, the thing that's so frustrating about the parts is like I need hours to sit down and I need to bring all my little parts because like
Yeah.
it's really hard to know if you're getting the right thing, like a case for a pocket watch or even that dial. It frustrates me because I think I have to come sometime and just set up my own desk with my little movements that I need dials for and just sit there and go
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
because it's like you can look at it but you're like
You gotta got the right diameter.
yeah. So what watch are you wearing today?
Just hold
Oh,
on.
yeah,
I
sure.
think the guys come back.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
no
money.
problem.
Ça va aller?
Ouais, je regarde, j'hésite encore, je sais pas. En fait, j'aimerais.
Il fonctionne bien. Hein?
Ouais, mais je suis en train de regarder la provenance de la montre.
Oui, c'est suisse.
Mais justement, je trouve pas la marque sur internet, c'est pour ça. Quand je mets
Ah non, oui, ben, c'est une marque qui n'existe plus. Vous n'allez pas le trouver de toute façon. Dans ces années-là, il y avait
Ouais.
tellement de marques.
Oui, c'est vrai, mais vu, ouais. Je regarde juste le fond. Hein.
This used to be a special one also.
I know. The first watch I bought from you was a Golay, and then
yeah.
I Googled it, and I was like, oh, this is so special, and I bought another one on Ricardo,
Yeah.
and now you have a third one. I'm like,
I used to have. I had a bunch of them.
yeah.
Some
It's
guy-
it's right at the transition to quartz, but this
exactly.
one-
That was the time.
Yeah.
70s.
and they're very
And you see,
fragile.
they used. You see,
Yeah,
this,
the
they
crown
still
is in the
use this.
back, it's
They
crazy.
still use this in the swatch today to change the battery. The battery.
The little
changer
cap
behind.
like that, yeah. This one's beautiful. How much is this?
This is 70.
Yeah. It doesn't work though, right? As far as you know?
It needs maybe a little bit of.
They're very fragile, finicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alors, combien pour moi?
20 francs.
Non, pas 15.
Non, 15, non, peut-être 18.
Were you recording that? Because I'll take a close up of that.
15, j'ai pris 2 là. Paf!
Allez, 15. Allez.
Tenez, oui. Vous avez la monnaie, chef?
Oui.
Merci, chef. Vous êtes vraiment gentil. Et puis votre ami, il a été vraiment gentil. Il m'avait dit viens et on verra.
Oui, c'est mon collègue qui fait dimanche. Voilà, donc je vous dois 5.
Merci, chef. Et chef, alors c'est bon. Vous êtes d'où?
D'origine Bangladesh.
Enchanté.
So this has a crown in the back.
Merci, vous gentillesse. Hein.
De
Non,
rien.
vraiment, très gentil.
Merci.
Et même lui, le monsieur, c'est un certain âge, très gentil.
Oui, il est juste là en fait. Il est,
And this
il est
crown
là
is
avec
just
le
for the
chapeau.
date.
Oui.
C'est lui qui était là?
Non, non, lui,
Ah.
oui. Avec le chapeau.
Don't tell Arafat.
Non, la fois c'était un autre monsieur, c'est un certain âge.
Mais lui, c'est lui.
Ouais, il avait le chapeau, j'ai pas. Merci
Ouais.
encore. Hein.
De rien.
Comment on dit en Bangladesh, merci.
Donnobad.
Hein?
Donnobad.
Merci encore.
Shukran.
Merci, shukran. Ah, ouais, oui, je suis oriental, bravo. Ouais. Merci, chef.
So Arafat, Helen made me break it. So
No, no, actually,
now I have to buy it because she made me break it.
Okay, yeah, but I'll give you a discount. So this is the thing inside.
I know.
here
I just showed that you changed the time back with that crown. Yeah.
But that's not difficult to fix it again.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll put it away. I was joking around. I like that case though.
And the color of the dial,
Yeah.
the blue.
And that guy made Goulet.
It
I
should
forget
be.
his first name. I think it's Bernard. And there's a bunch of different Goulets. Like there was a Goulet.
Oh yeah,
that-
there's lots of Golets in La Vallée de Joux.
yeah. Like I think Amar Piguet was a Goulet was in charge of that back in Genta's days. But
Yeah.
this one, he also made movements for Longines. There's a guy on Ricardo selling like super thin Longines.
C'est bon?
Golet.
On va prendre pour 50 du coup.
Oui, oui,
Parfait, bah c'est gentil.
parfait.
Attendez, je vous remets ça.
Vous l'avez pris, c'est bon?
Non, j'aime bien, c'est joli. Ouais,
Ouais,
bon, merci.
c'est bon.
Elle est là. Merci
Ok.
beaucoup.
What is that? It's,
It's called a Boomberg bullhead.
Bomber. Oh, I think I've heard of that. So it's probably
And it has a ronda movement, a quartz ronda movement, and the style is like
they used
old
to do that with
bullhead
a pocket
style.
watch too, but
And
it's also chrono. Yeah, that's cool.
it's a chrono, and it's like it has different colors.
Look at that.
And actually, it's a friend of mine who had this project, but he still has a big stock. So he asked me if in Bangladesh they could be interesting. Start with 50 watches, and the price is really very good. I mean, and then he's trying to liquidate all the stock that he has.
Yeah. That's
And
cool.
this is the best part of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I wore it too much, so this is kind of got bashed in somewhere. They use good bracelets,
Yeah.
and I find the color with the bracelet very matching.
Yeah.
See?
All right, Arafat. So nice seeing you today. Thanks a lot for the
Okay.
for the
Thanks for the
watch
visit.
bands. Yeah, and we'll see you in your workshop.
Sure.
That'll be fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see when is the right moment, and then
Okay.
keep in touch.
All right. See you later.
Okay. See you. See you. Bye.
No, we have to go back and steal his microphone.